And continuing where we left off, we have all the dimensions that we want on here, unless I am missing something. And we will, now the last thing we'll do is I'm going to just arrange things, make sure everything is looking the way we want. I'm just going to use arrange on these 3 dimensions, so I hold control while I click on each of these, so I can select all of them, and then I click on arrange. And now basically that just makes them so they look neat, they are lined up with each other. The arrange feature becomes especially important when you're doing things like ordinate dimensions. It'll just help line up everything in a methodical manner. But other than that, I think that looks good. That looks good enough to machine. So now we're going to update our material and make sure everything is filled out on the title block. So to do the material, I can do it one of 2 ways. The best way is you come to the part that it's referencing. You can change it in one of 2 places. I can click here and change the metal I want to be. So I believe this part is made out of stainless steel. Or the other way I'm going to show you is to right click on the top one right here where it shows this square box. That's the icon it uses for parts. So I right click on that, click on eye properties, and it brings up this menu where I can change many aspects of it. So I go to physical, I come down here, and this is another place where I can click stainless steel. And you'll see it fills in all of these different quantities. So it gives us, okay, what the mass is, what, based off of the density that it's chosen for stainless steel. It gives us all these different properties, moment of inertia, depending if those properties are important to you or not. And we'll come back. I'll show you how to edit a few other things later. So I click apply, and you'll see even the color of it changed a little bit. It looks a little bit more like actual stainless steel. And I came over to the drawing, and you'll look right here, the material is now stainless steel, which is what we want. So now we can also edit eye properties from here. The only difference between editing eye properties from here and editing it in the part mode is that I can no longer edit the physical properties of it. I can edit everything else though. So for title, a few things to note right here. This block right here is going to be the title, so whatever I type right here in the title is going to be right here, and whatever I type in the drawing number is going to be right here. So I come over here to title, I'll call it Emblem Holder. Part number, I'll just call it part 1234 for now. We'll say OK, and that updates the title block. So that is everything in the title block that we need to fill in for now. And everything in the title block should update as we need it to update. So whether we change the sheet size right here, it'll show it, or the scale. This date should say the change. However, if we make revisions, and I can show how to do revisions real quick. So it'll give us a little bit more room here. If we really were doing revisions, we might just scale this down a little bit so we could see it better. So I click on revisions. I say, okay, add revision row. And say, okay, it's going to default to revision A. And I can type in a little description here of what you changed. So let's just say I changed something on the drawing, and we'll call that good. And now we have a revision here. This has today's date, which just so happens to be the same date I made it, and looks like I need to update it so this will show the revision right here. Like I said, this template still has some issues I need to work out, but that's how you update the revisions on this. And I believe that's it for drawing on this video. If you have any questions, please let me know, or feel free to review the video more. Thank you.